There's been a surge in violent gun and knife crimes in London. Detectives in the capital have warned that the significant rise is part of a pattern that's being replicated up and down the country. Sky's Rebecca Williams reports from Birmingham.
A passenger wrestles a knife off a man on a London bus. This all happened in the last few days as people watched on in shock. But knife and gun crime isn't just on the rise in the capital, but in many parts of the UK.
And the boy had waited an hour. He'd gone home and got the knife and waited an hour.
Alison Coates' son Joshua, who was a well-known rapper, died after being stabbed in the heart in Birmingham. He was just 18 at the time.
It's a struggle, it really is a struggle, because every day you wake up and every day you want him and you can't have him, and it's heartbreaking. And the thing is though, time won't heal in a situation like this because he shouldn't have gone. He should be here.
Latest figures show that in London, firearms offences rose by 42% in 2016 in comparison to the year before, whilst knife crimes are up 24%. And earlier this week, in the space of just 24 hours, 3 people in the capital were fatally stabbed.
Knife crime has risen in the last year. Again, it is a national phenomenon, not just a London phenomenon. One person being stabbed is one person too many, and the men and women on my command will do all they can to prevent that happening. And there's lots of different things that we're doing around that.
Inevitably, big cities often experience most problems, and here in Birmingham, they've seen nearly a 20% increase in the number of firearms offences over the last year. In other cities like Bristol, there's been a 45% rise, and there's also been an increase in knife crimes too. The death of 16-year-old Ben Kinsella made headlines in 2008. His sister, actress Brooke Kinsella, led tributes and a high-profile campaign against knife crime. A charity has now been set up in his name.
It's not all about enforcement, it's also about ensuring that young people understand the risks they run when they carry a knife, understand the consequences, the lives they can ruin by carrying a knife. And we need to do far more with the young people so that they really understand that if they pick a knife up, they're not going to protect themselves, they're just going to devastate a number of lives.
Even today, police here in the Midlands have released a video appealing for witnesses to a machete attack. And with figures showing that knife and firearms offences are on the rise in some parts of the UK, campaigners insist police must treat the issue as a priority. Rebecca Williams, Sky News, Birmingham.